Hey friend, welcome to my channel. My name is Sam. All right, so how you guys doing and what is happening in your area? Okay, so we are looking at the cryptocurrency market and the updates on Bitcoin charts. So if you have not subscribed on this channel, please kindly do so because you're going to learn a lot of things on how to position yourself and how to trade, without emotions, and how to remain consistent in your trading. All right, so now experiencing a plunge on Bitcoin chart, and a lot of guys already freaking out, thinking that Bitcoin is going down and stuff like that. Now, a lot of news is coming up. Like I saw this news about Tesla Bitcoin bet. They're like, let us punish Elon Musk for buying 1.5 billion. You see, all these things, guys, is just part of the structures. Okay, you see a lot of news. They say that Elon Musk said that Bitcoin price is too high and blah blah blah, stuff like this. You see, I don't trade news, but the reason why I brought this in out is to let you know, guys, before anything happens in the chart, it has already shown you, okay, that this is coming down. Now, what we already see from the chart is that once a market makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement, that market definitely must correct himself. All right. So if I should ask you now, if you take out the bull market, and they say that Elon Musk bought somewhere here, I think he bought somewhere here. Now who get in here? Who got in here? Who got in here? And all that. So who sold here? So most times you might not really pinpoint relating this news to what the market is doing. But for you not to be confused, that's why we focus on the charts, not on the news. All right, we focus on the charts, not on the news, because those news, most of them are not true. And what I find out from that Elon Musk is that, you see, before he actually posted that stuff, he has already bought. So he didn't buy that day he posted it. So because he knows that he's a big fish, he's a whale, and he will move the market. So it's that sentiment that moves the market. So it's a sentiment that Elon Musk is into Bitcoin that moves the market, not him actually. Okay, so but anyway, that's by the way. So now, what are we expecting from the market? Now we know that there is this sharp wave move down. Okay, this sharp wave move down is completed. So I'm going to teach you something today that at least will be helpful to you in your trading. Now this thing is a wave. Okay, this thing is what? It's a wave. All right. So this is a wave. Now we know that market moves in waves, and the minimum requirement of the movement of that wave is what? 3. The minimum requirement of the wave for it to form a structure is what? 3. So this is one wave of that tree coming down. So what are we expecting? Now that's where experience plays in, and knowing how this thing behaves comes in. And that's why we have a crystal ball on how we look at this wave. We have a lot of things we check out when a wave is forming to know what particular wave is forming and what to expect. All right, so what are we expecting? We're expecting this wave to be sluggish, okay, not to be very sharp. All right, sluggish. Now it can pull up, depends on how it goes, but I'm not expecting this to break this all-time high. All right, and it will come down, and where I'm expecting it to stop is somewhere here between these guys, or it can bounce at this, all right, at this horizon, this trend line, because this trend line is already supporting if I go to daily, you might see it clearly from daily. It's already supporting the moves ever since the bull run started. The trend is already supporting it since December when it was 19,000 and stuff like that. So this is where we'll be expecting. So this retracement is a wave. So we are looking for the next 3-wave move here. All right. So the next move of Bitcoin will be determined by this happenings, by this structure is about to form. It's very, very important you pay attention to this. Now, if you ask me, I don't expect you to join the market now. Just wait, guys. Wait and let's see what it comes up with. All right, what it comes up with. So what is forming now will determine the next move of the market. So we are waiting for it to complete itself, and it take a lot of time. It take like a week for this wave to be completed. Yeah, it might take a week or 5 days. All right. So then after that, we'll now see, okay, a sharp wave move down. Now, but there's another thing that you might watch out for if this thing continues downwards, okay, if it continues very sharp downward to this, all right, very sharp downward to, and bounces above this 50 EMA, okay, if it continues very sharp and bounces above this, within this 50 EMA, then that indicates and tells us another story that a bull run is setting up. All right, so that's another way you can look it up, that if this today candle closes below this previous low and bounces, maybe bounces above this, if it bounces above this 50 EMA, then that is an indication that the bull market is still here very much, and the next wave might be to 60,000 or 100,000. Anyway, but that is just speculation based on what we are thinking that might happen. All right, so but now it's just in the middle of nowhere. All right, it's still in the middle of nowhere. So it's very risky for you to trade now because anything can happen. It can go both sides. All right, so for you to be, if you are the defensive type, and you want to join Bitcoin, I will just say place your stop entry buy at this previous high. Okay, that's 58,000. Just place your, so that after this noise has finished, you know, before, if actually is going up, you join. But now let's watch and see, guys. Let's watch and see what is going to happen. So the corrective part of it is just starting. All right, so when you look at the chart and you do not understand what is going on in the chart, the best thing for you to do now is just to wait, guys. Don't take action. All right, just wait. Now if you look at other crypto like Ethereum, I think the same thing plays out. If you look at Ethereum, the same thing plays out. All right, you can see this one has just bounced above what, the 50 EMA. So what are we waiting for? An indication that will tell us to buy or sell. All right, an indication that will tell us to buy or sell, which is just forming now. So we watch for a 3-wave move. So what are we waiting for? If you see a corrective pattern like this, all right, then you can ride the wave. Okay, you can ride the wave. But if you see a very sharp move, so that's why I said anything can happen, guy. If you have a very sharp move up, sharp move down, up like this, they might decide to come down low. All right, so markets always give you, different opportunities based on what you're seeing. So, and based on how you interpret that stuff, determine the kind of action you will take. So because we understand all these market structures and what they can do, then now is not the right time for you to buy either Ethereum or Bitcoin. Today, currently now, except when this pattern is completed. So you wait for it. You can see now it's going nowhere. It can drop very sharp. Anything can happen. It can drop very sharp like this, go up like this, drop. So let's wait for that 3 wave based on the time you're watching the video to be completed. Then we can take the next wave. All right. So that's what is happening, guys. And the only thing we need now is just to have that patience, guys. Just hold and have that patience and wait for the market to finish what it's doing. Now, and if you look at any other coin, let's look at the other Cardano. All right. So this looks more kind of bearish. Okay. So it looks more bearish to me. I think if I should take any trade on this, I will short, not buy. It looks more bearish. So, but it's not confirmed yet. So you can see if you let's go to daily, sorry, the hourly, the 1 hour. So what you can see here now is you can take a trade if a market closes below this. If it closes below this, you can take line. You can take it, you can short it down to somewhere here before it goes up. All right. So that's what we might be looking at to short this market. But this is 1 hour chart, all right? Because two things that must be in your mind is this is one wave, this is another wave. So it remains one more down, so you need to be careful. It remains one more down for this whole structure to be complete before we start seeing the other side of the market. Okay, so if you are shorting, you need to be very careful and need to be very fast, in the sense that once you enter the market, you put a very tight stop, and as the market's right, you can trade the stop down and because as soon as possible, as the market reaches a certain level, there might be a very sharp retracement. Okay, all right, so that's what I see on Cardano. So all of them is still on that corrective pattern. And you know one thing, when a market is correcting, it takes a lot of time, and this is when many guys give up. So why am I doing all these things? To tell you not to give up, because you already know, okay, the process. Just like a pregnant woman, takes nine months before it gives birth. All right, so that 9 months is not funny. There's a lot of headaches, pains, cramps here and there, but you already know that something good is coming at the end. The same thing applies here. We know that something good will come at the end of it all. So that's why you need to have that knowledge. You need to be patient. You need to wait for it. I need to have a strategy, because waiting is good, but at the end of that waiting, you need to do something. If you keep waiting, it's nothing. That means you don't know what you're doing. All right, so that's why you need knowledge. You need to learn, and if you want to learn, I can help you. All right, to teach you how you can read wave structure, how to trade without fear, and how to be profitable in your investments, and how to manage your portfolios, stuff like that. We have a lot we do, and it really worth it, because you will stop freaking out, you stop fear, and you know how to manage yourself. Because in this space, market is always the king. So you only learn how to manage yourself, and the market will fall in place. Okay, everything will fall in place. All right, so if you're interested in learning how to do that, how to trade, and how to invest profitably, kindly get back to me using the details in the description, and I'll be glad to help you. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next